we have both been immortalized on social media by our former president, Donald Trump. Yeah. Has there ever been a worse host than Jimmy Kimmel at the Oscars? His opening was that of a less than average person trying too hard to be something which he is not and never can be. Get rid of Kimmel and perhaps replace him with another washed up but cheap ABC talent, George Slopinopoulos. He would make everybody on stage look bigger, stronger, and more glamorous. Blah, blah, blah. Make America great again. Okay, now, see if you can guess which former president just posted that on Truth. To the former president, is that true? Do you have to use a teleprompter when speaking about President Trump? Or are you able to just kind of riff on your thoughts on him?
Yeah, he's so stupid. Right, you guys know me by now. If Bob De Niro's articulating his feelings about the former president of the United States, well, I'm going to cover it. Why? Well, I love De Niro as an actor, but I truly admire him as a truth teller. You know, it takes a lot to stand up during a ceremony in which you're being honored for a movie you made to call out said people involved for trying to dictate your speech and go off script to say exactly how you feel.
The beginning of my speech was edited, cut out. I didn't know about it. And I want to read it. It was, thank you. History isn't history anymore. Truth is not truth. Even facts are being replaced by alternative facts and driven by conspiracy theories and ugliness. In Florida, young students are taught that slaves developed skills which could be applied for their personal benefit. The entertainment industry isn't immune to this festering disease. The Duke John Wayne famously said of Native Americans, "I don't feel we did wrong in taking this great country away from them. There were great numbers of people who needed new land, and the Indians were selfishly trying to keep it for themselves." Lying has become just another tool in the charlatan's arsenal. The former president lied to us more than 30,000 times during his years in office. And he's keeping up the pace in his current campaign of retribution. But with all his lies, he can't hide his soul. He attacks the weak, destroys the gifts of nature, and shows disrespect, for example, by using Pocahontas as a slur. Filmmakers, on the other hand, strive, and this is where I came in and I saw that they edited all that.
Recently, while on the late night circuit, he's been doing more of that. While discussing Trump on Jimmy Kimmel, the Oscar winner took his time to choose his words carefully, ensure that they were not taken out of context when describing the 45th president.
Robert De Niro, a very low IQ individual, has received he spelled two wrong, many shots to the head by real boxers in movies. I watched him last night, truly believe he may be punch drunk, and then he says, at the end, he says, "Wake up, punchy," he says to you.
Nothing at all, nothing redeemable in him. And we have to, and whoever the people are who want to vote for him, and there look like intelligent people around there, somebody, for some reason, it can't be. It cannot be.
Shame on those Republicans that don't have the nerve, the balls to go after him. What do they tell their kids? What do they tell their grandkids later when it's written in history books? Now here's the thing. You don't have to spend much time surfing the interwebs to find the MAGA crowd complaining about how Hollywood elites like Kimmel and De Niro shouldn't be taken seriously because they're just rich folks with no real grasp on what it means to be an everyday working class American. Not like the billionaire reality TV star who sends tweets from a golden toilet, because that just screams blue collar, right?
I know Donald Trump, I mean, that's the thing is people, I have his phone number in my phone book. He was the guy that came to the bars and asked me about which cocktail waitress was single. That's who he was.
This is back in the 90s.
Not that long, no, back in the 2000s, quite honestly. And so there's this part of you that just goes, well, that guy shouldn't be president. But I was wrong, and he was. And our democracy I believe, paid a price certainly around the world.
And the ironic thing is, they go from blasting celebrities at the Oscars to sharing videos of Trump shaking hands with B-listers at a UFC event to own the libs. Hypocrisy knows no bounds. But the harsh reality for the MAGA crowd is this. They don't care about celebrities speaking their mind on politics.
What have we become but a nation of destructive behavior? This is now a war against all of us. The Biden administration is a corrupt mob, and the Obama administration fuels the cycle. Let me warn you all that this corrupt behavior against President Trump is the most disgusting scheme to try and keep him down. And this is a horror. This system now allows criminals to steal from department stores, and all they say is to watch and not do anything. And this is okay, to sit and allow these monsters to destroy hardworking designers and retailers. My God.
They elected a celebrity president twice, by the way. They'll happily share a Kid Rock speech or a song from Jason Aldean. They're just mad that they have James Woods instead of Robert De Niro on their side. That they're playing Lara Trump at his rallies while Taylor Swift is speaking out against Trump.
I'm saying right now that this is something that I know is right, and you guys, I need to be on the right side of history, and if he doesn't win, then at least I tried.
One president can come after you.
Yeah, fuck that, I don't care. If I get bad press for saying don't put a homophobic racist in office, then I get bad press for that. I really
would
don't
stand
care.
behind that.
All right, cheers.
Cheers, ladies. God help us all.
Cheers to the resistance.
So proud of you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes.
Go, do you think it'll, do you think?
I think it could definitely. It's a push race, so.
I really hope it actually does something. You know what? Donald Trump likes my music 25% less.
Here's where other
I never spoke to so many presidents all at one time. Some of you might know what a big speech like I have to do is coming up State of the Union. Any advice you have for me in delivering my speech?
Well, sir, in my capacity as president, all I had to deal with was a meteor. One of the things that I came out of that with in my speech to people is hope. Hope is the strongest force we have in this country. It is the most useful and the most effective. My advice is just keep telling us how you're working for us and building hope.
Well, Mr. President, looking back on my own presidency, I behaved very badly in a lot of situations. In preparation for your speech, it's just there was one sort of piece of advice and that meant a lot to me when I was president. And so I just wanted to share that really quick with you. Tell them that you exist for them.
They're just mad that they don't have Vito Corleone on their side. Instead, they have this guy.
Do you think now that you're a Trump supporter, outwardly, this costs you fights?
I do believe that. I think they stacked the deck against us because they don't want we, the people, to have control of this country again. And that's what Trump stands for. He stands for democracy. He stands for freedom. So they're going to do everything they can to keep us down,
They're looking for the people that rigged the election, and that's the people they go after. They got away with something. They're never going to get away with it again. Look what they've done to the country. Then you look at January 6th. It was a rigged election. And we're looking at it, and almost everybody in this room agree. It was a rigged election, but we won much bigger with millions and millions more votes in 2020. It was a rigged election. It was a rigged election. They go after the guys that complain about the election, not the guys that rigged the election. Isn't that interesting, right?
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Midas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.